Okay. You were asking about plasma bulb.
Plasma ball, sir.
So plasma is a state of matter. Let me tell you. So do you know the different states of matter?
Yes, sir.
Solid,
Solids, liquids, gases, and plasma.
Solid, liquid,
Gas
gas,
and plasma.
plasma, and there is one more. Can anyone guess what it is?
is it radiation? I know it's not matter.
No,
Radiation.
radiation won't be.
Sir, vacuum.
Bose-Einstein condensate. So there are 5 states of matter: solid, liquid, gas, plasma, and Bose-Einstein condensate. Okay, so you know about these three. The plasma. What is plasma? So there is a plasma field in a bulb. What does that mean? That there is a gas which is ionized. Ionized means there is some positive ion, there is some negative ion
The
inside that
separation
bulb.
of charges.
Yes, separation of charges. And these ions are very highly energetic. Okay, these ions contain very high energy. So this is known as plasma. Okay, so there exists plasma in our atmosphere also. Atmosphere has ionosphere. Okay, can you tell me what are the different layers of atmosphere
Sir,
and what? Yes,
mesosphere,
So no, it's
stratosphere,
troposphere, stratosphere,
troposphere,
mesosphere, thermosphere, and exosphere.
okay, troposphere.
stratosphere, ozone is there in that layer. Mesosphere,
Yeah. So there's also
thermosphere.
ionosphere between stratosphere and mesosphere. Even that's not a layer of atmosphere.
Sir, and in thermosphere, in thermosphere there's ionosphere.
Oh, okay.
There is final exosphere where mostly all
Ionosphere and
satellites are placed.
thermosphere the same. No, I think ionosphere is between stratosphere and no, stratosphere and mesosphere is ionosphere.
Yes, you can say that the ionosphere is between mesosphere and exosphere. Okay, just to distinguish it,
Sir, then what is
Also, there is
thermosphere?
thermosphere actually.
Then
yes,
what is
yes,
thermosphere?
this whole we call it as thermosphere.
Okay.
Okay, and you are right, you are correct that this whole is a thermosphere.
Okay, sir.
But we are talking about ionosphere, just so that's only I'm trying to distinguish it. So there is mesosphere, and after mesosphere comes ionosphere, and after ionosphere there is exosphere. Okay, and this whole two layer we call as thermosphere. Okay, so ionosphere contain ions, highly contains plasma. So these are layers of atmosphere on Earth, and there is ionosphere. Ionosphere contain plasma. Plasma means there are highly energetic ions. Ions ions mean positive ion, negative ion. So these are highly energetic and these are present in our atmosphere. There is Bose and Einstein condensate also, but let me give you a glimpse. Like when a gas, let's say there is some gas, and this gas, there are very less particles of, let's say I have taken this in a room. So, and I have very less concentration of this gas, let's say very low particles of this gas. So I will decrease the temperature. I will decrease the temperature of this room to that extent that this gas will behave like some atom. Okay, so this gas will behave like some individual atom, and this the properties will vary from the usual gas. Okay, so when a gas is taken which has very low concentration and the temperature is decreased, temperature is uh, very very cold, or you can say very very low temperature. Then the particles of this gas, these particles will show unique property. So this is the fifth state of matter. Okay, are you clear with plasma?
Yes, sir.
Great. Okay, we need to discuss the question paper, and as others have joined,
Sir, what
uh,
is plasma ball? Like it is uh, like when
plasma ball.
there is a ball which has small like can I say, I'll send the picture.
That ball would mean that contains plasma. Okay, plasma itself is ions. So if you contain those ions in a ball-shaped vessel, say, okay, if there is a vessel in the shape of a ball and you contain all those plasma ions into that ball, then that is plasma ball. Okay, other guys, you tell me, how was the test? Was it easy, moderate, or tough? First of all of you turn on your camera.
Sir, I'll
Sir,
try
I
for
need
1 minute.
5 minutes.
Okay, no problem. But all of you turn on your camera. Rohit, turn on your camera. Okay, now answer my question. How was the test? Was it easy, moderate, or tough?
Sir, I didn't attend it as I was traveling.
Okay, you were traveling.
Same, sir.
Okay, no problem.
Sir, I've written the correct answers, but it showed wrong.
It shot wrong. Okay,
I
fine.
answered it in complicated word, but it is showing wrong.
Are you satisfied with the marks I have uploaded on WhatsApp group? Have you seen your marks on your WhatsApp group? Like I have uploaded the answer sheet.
No, sir, I
Just
saw it in WhatsApp.
okay, wise app. Uh, like quickly do one thing. Open WhatsApp and see your score. Okay.
Okay,
Until
sir.
then, let me see what were your answers.
Okay, sir.
Sir, I sent it in the chat, sir.
You sent it in a chat. Okay, this is the same thing I was telling. Like they contain plasma inside this ball, so that's why we are calling it as a plasma ball. Okay, so there is plasma inside it. As these ions are very high energetic, Due to this, they emit color also, different type of color. Okay.
Sir,
Yes. Yes,
sir, there
Srijan.
are only lines in that.
There are only lines. So that's what I'm saying. So plasma are kind of ions. So these ions are very high energetic. Like I have told you about sun. Sun produces energy when there is gas and there is energy emitted by the what? Nuclear fusion of the gases. When the two or more gases combine, they produce energy. So corresponding to that energy, the light or we can say heat is emitted from the sun. This is the same thing going on here. So these plasma is ions. These ions are very high energetic. So they involve some energy. Due to this energy, these ions are emitting light. And this light you can see like this. Okay.
Sir, so
Take
they have very high voltage. Like,
yes,
like they require.
if you connect them in a circuit, then you can say they have very high voltage. Like voltage is a relative thing. Until and unless you do not make a circuit. Okay, if you do not connect it with a battery and the wires, you cannot say that it has a voltage.
Like,
You
sir,
can
does
say
it
that
takes a lot of power to make, right, sir?
yes, it takes lot of energy to make plasma. If you want to make a plasma, you have to supply a very high energy. So if you supply very high energy, the ions of gas will break. Okay, if there is a whole gas, then the gas will break into constituent ions, positive and negative. And due to this energy, these ions will gain that energy and these will become plasma. Okay, so you need to supply very high energy to make a gas into a plasma. Fine.
Sir,
Yes, sir.
Yes, Vinisha, you were saying something.
sir, in the WhatsApp my marks are correct, but in the WhatsApp it's shown wrong.
No problem. Like, what is the problem in WISE is that I make question paper half MCQ and half statement type. So the WISE app asked me to give answers. So if I put an answer as, let's say, class, if I put it as small CLASS, whereas you write the answer as capital CLASS, so that WISE app will get it wrong. Okay.
Oh,
So
okay,
they
sir.
so this app is case sensitive. So the statement type differs from one student to other. You write some answer, someone else will write other answer. So that's why I evaluate all your answer sheet by myself and I make your scorecards. Okay.
Okay, sir.
But Vinisha, tell me what difficulty you faced while solving this paper.
Nothing, sir. I had to go out, so I did it in hurry.
Had to go out, so you didn't study
I did,
or
sir,
anything. Okay.
but I wrote it fastly.
Okay, you wrote it fastly. Hmm. So first of all, let's take some doubt. Like, do you guys have any doubt?
Yes, sir.
Yes, ask me.
Sir, image formed by plane mirror undergoes dash, sir. That was the question, sir. I wrote lateral inversion, sir. Regular reflection is it's on one side of the mirror, right, sir? Like image is image is on another side of the mirror. Like uh, ref,
So it is asking,
s-
okay,
sir, image
great.
on the mirror undergoes lateral inversion, right, sir? Because it's nowhere like
That is plane mirror,
reflects.
but
Yes, sir,
we are
plane mirror.
we have okay, let me show you the question paper. So fine. So you are asking about first question, right?
No, sir. Seventh question.
Okay, we will come to seventh and then we will discuss. Okay, fine. Let's start with question number one. So when all the parallel rays reflected from a rough or irregular surface are not parallel, so the reflection is known as
Diffuse reflection.
diffusion. Okay. Anyone has any doubt?
No, sir.
Okay. So let me show you. Are you guys there? Like my screen got freezed. Okay. Wait a second. So there are two type of reflection. One is regular reflection, other is diffused reflection. So if let's say there is a rough or irregular surface. Let's make the irregular surface of me. So if this is an irregular surface, so what will happen that if our rays are coming like this,
Sir, parallel rays incident rays which are parallel, their reflected rays will not be parallel, sir. They'll be diffused.
they'll be diffused. There will be at different angles. Okay. Fine. Second question. The angle between normal and incident rays is called
Angle of incidence.
what about others? This is very easy. Why aren't others asking? Like not answering the question. Shrestha,
I'll
you
do it
haven't
for now.
you haven't turned on your camera. Shrestha, Likhita, Purjit, Rohit, don't turn it off. And I want response from
Sir,
all
I'm
of you.
just writing the quiz answers by myself in a notebook. Practicing.
You are writing
Yes, sir, by myself.
these answers. Okay, fine. So answer me, Shrestha. What should be the answer of number 2?
Sir, it is angle of incidence.
Okay, very good. Third, what part of eye protects the interior from
Sir,
incidents?
cornea.
No, cornea.
Okay, cornea, very good.
There is my
Sir,
voice audible.
Yes, you are audible.
I mean, is it low or high?
Is it? It is fine.
Okay, so
Now, I will ask one of you, so don't answer it. Which one of the following works on the basis of multiple reflections? So, Likita, you answer. What should be the answer? Like, what should be the correct
Kaleidoscope.
option? Kaleidoscope. Okay, very good. Next, angle of incidence is dash equal to the angle of reflection. Shriram, what should be the answer? Shriram, are you there? Okay, Venetia, you tell me.
sir,
Fifth question. Read it.
sir, it is always.
It is always very good. Now, sixth one. White light consists of dash colors. Uh, Jitendra, you tell me.
7, sir.
7, very good. What are those?
Violet, indigo, blue, green,
Hmm.
yellow,
Okay.
orange,
Okay,
red.
very good. Seventh question, name in image formed in a plane mirror undergoes. Okay, it undergoes letter inversion. This was your doubt, right, Ashwath?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I put
Is it
lateral inversion, sir. 1 minute, I will see the WhatsApp.
okay? Don't like don't assume that the answers given on the Wise app are correct, especially in the fill in the blanks. Like MCQs are always correct. There may be one or two due to my mistake, but the fill in the blanks in the Wise app, those are like case sensitive. Okay, so don't worry about it. I will calculate those. I will see all your answer sheet. I will put the correct answer as correct, and I will give full marks. Don't worry. Eighth question. Name the part of the eye which adjusts the size of pupil. Yes, Karthik.
Is it mine, sir? The next one?
Yes,
It's
eighth question.
iris.
Iris. Okay, very good. The lens focuses light on the back of the eye on a layer called Likita. Have you come? Are you there? Hmm. Okay. Anyone can tell me what this layer is called?
Sir,
Retina.
The
retina.
retina.
Okay, very good. The dispersion of light is called.
Sir, the splitting of light into its colors, the splitting of white light into its colors.
Yes. So if you
Sir,
write
what I
disper
wrote is the process of separation of white light into a spectrum of 7 colors due to change in medium is called dispersion of light.
okay. So in general sense, you write that the splitting of light light into its constituent colors is called dispersion of light. And here you can say, for example, there is white light splitting of
Sir, then I got all correct, sir, but I have 36 in my score.
yes, it won't be 36 but 40. Splitting of white light into
I got because here it's showing 36, sir, in the WhatsApp.
you got 36. Okay. Then you must have done a mistake in some question. Hmm. You did mistake in the seventh question. You said regular reflection, but it should be lateral inversion. Okay,
1 minute.
fine. Now, all of you, tell me if you have any doubt, even small or big or anything, so that we can proceed.
No, sir, not done.
No, sir.
Okay, fine. You guys have prepared for the different parts of I. So let me show it again and let me explain the different function of these. Okay, you can see this picture in NCRT also. So there are different parts of eye. First, let's start with the outermost. The outermost layer, which is kind of a liquid layer. So
Cornea.
this is known as cornea. The work of this cornea is to protect our eye from foreign particles. So foreign particles are those like dust particles or external bacteria or something. Okay, so this layer is you, this the function of this layer is to protect our eye. The next, if we go,
Sir, I didn't write the definitions that you gave, sir. I wrote from ChatGPT.
what you wrote from ChatGPT.
Sir, should I tell? Sir, I wrote functions of parts of eye. I wrote
Okay,
those functions.
okay, you wrote those functions in where? In the test?
No, sir. In the notebook, sir. You told to write the definitions. I wrote from GPT, sir.
That's your choice. You can write it from GPT or you can write from the notes I am providing you. The last class notes I have given the all definitions of different parts and their functions. Okay, so that's up to you. If you want it to write it from GPT, that's okay. But try to write those from your NCRT or the notes I'm providing, because ChatGPT itself has a huge knowledge. Okay, so that may vary from like many different things. So try to write from your NCRT because these definition will give you full marks. Okay, fine. Cornea. Then if we move more inside,
Sir,
so there is yes, Karthik.
so we apply the eye lenses, right? Artificial lens. Some people do apply
You
that.
were saying something?
Yeah, I'm saying about lenses, artificial lenses. Some people apply artificial lenses to their eyes. Contact lenses. Yeah.
Mhm.
So do they go behind the cornea? I mean, do they punch a hole in the cornea or do they stick to the cornea?
Okay, you are saying lens.
Yeah,
Okay,
contact
so
lens.
lens. There is also a lens present inside our eye, right?
Yes, sir.
So can you tell me what is the function of this lens?
To focus the light on the retina. Light is scattered
Yes.
in directions. If our retina takes them directly, the image is just so blur. We
So
need a
let's say
lens to
if
focus light.
okay, correct. So let's say
Yeah.
if this is your retina. Okay, so retina, this is retina. What is retina? Retina is the
The nerve
outermost, innermost part of the eye where all the light rays fall there. All the light rays fall there. So if a light is coming like this, the function of this lens is to focus this light
on the retina.
on the retina. Okay, so what happened? Why people use glasses?
Because the focus, the focus, yeah, the focal point. The focal
Uh-huh.
point is doesn't fall on the retina. It is between the lens and the retina.
Okay,
The light
so this
falls meets in front of the retina or back of the retina.
okay,
We can't.
fine. So the function of this lens is to focus all the light coming from outside to the retina. But the focusing of this light depends on the power of this lens. How? First of all, this lens has different size. Okay, so this lens has different size. The ciliary muscle attached to this lens, this is known as ciliary muscle. So the function of this ciliary muscle is to like expand this lens or contract. Okay, either it make it like this, it will increase the size of this lens, or either it will decrease the size of this lens. Okay, wait.
Understood, sir.
Okay. So what happen when people use lens? Either the power of this ciliary muscle is decreased, like with old age, with old age, the people face problem of like hearing, they are unable to see clearly. So what happen is the ciliary muscle is no longer able to provide the correct size of this lens. Okay, so the focusing power depends on the size. If it is thin, okay, if it is thin, then let me give you one example so that you can understand how these lenses are focusing a light. Just a second. Okay, if a lens is thin, then this, okay, the focus depends on the radius of this lens. Okay, so this, if we complete this lens, so it will be like this. Okay, and its focus will be somewhere here. Fine, somewhere in between. So let's say if a light is coming, if a light is coming, so it will focus this light to this point. Okay, fine. Now if there is another lens, let's say a thick one. So if I complete this lens, so its size will be smaller than the earlier one. So the focal length will be somewhere here. So the light coming from outside, it will focus at this point. Can you distinguish the difference between these two lenses?
Yes, sir.
What is the difference?
Like the radius is smaller in the second one.
Or you can say the focal length of first one
Is
is greater
great.
than
The
focal
focal
length of
length of second one. Sir, is
second
the
one.
focal point and center of curvature are they the same?
For focal point and center of curvature,
Are they the same?
they are like,
I mean, is focal
hmm,
point just on the center of curvature always?
no, it is not true for the lenses, and for the mirror it is the half of the center of curvature.
Okay, sir.
Okay,
Okay, sir.
so fine, the focal length of first lens is greater than the focal length of second one. So this tells us that if a light is, if the ciliary muscle have relaxed, okay, so in this position the ciliary max muscle have relaxed, so that way the lens has become thick, so due to which the light is focused at a point earlier than the, let's say if my cornea is here, if this is cornea, then the light is focusing,
Is it retinas or cornea, sir?
uh sorry, it is retina. Fine, thank you. So if there is this is retina, then the light is focusing before the retina. So if the light does not fall on retina, the optic nerve will not carry those signal to the brain. So our eyes, like our brain won't be able to make up the image, like what that image is. Okay, so either that will appear as blur. Why I'm saying blur? Because it may focus some light to the retina. Okay, some light, not whole light, but some light. So due to some light, this will appear as blur. Whereas in this case, the muscles have stretched. So due to stretching of these muscles, they have expanded this lens. Okay, this lens is flexible. So this due to ciliary
Sir,
muscle.
but the light that is um, refracted from the lens, they're not reaching the retina, right, sir? Because uh, that that focal, like it's not reaching the retina, right, sir? Because Sir, in the
Okay, wait.
diagram, it's reaching only until that point. It's not reaching until the retina, right?
No, wait. So right now I'm telling you why people face problems of eyesight. Okay, why they have problem of reading anything close and that will appear blur. Okay, why they are not able to read which is close, or why they are not able to read which is far. Okay, there are two situations when people cannot see
Sir,
some
near,
some close
yeah.
or far. Okay,
Sir,
there
if
are
they can't see close, then it's hypermetropia. If they can't see far, then it's myopia.
okay. You are saying it opposite, I think.
No,
If
sir, if they
No, sir,
can't
he's
see,
right.
if people cannot see the close one, then that is myopia, and people cannot see the far one, that is hypermetropia, right?
No,
no,
sir.
sir, no, sir.
No,
Okay,
sir.
is it opposite?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Okay, fine then. So myopia is when someone cannot see far.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and hypermetropia is someone cannot see the close one.
Close one.
Yes.
Okay, fine. Okay, if someone cannot see far, that is hypermetropia. This is the defect of eye. If someone cannot see, that is hypermetropia. So these are defects of the eye. So I am explaining how the ciliary muscle work on expanding the lens and contracting the lens. Okay. So in this case, the muscle is stretched. So due to which the focal length of the lens is increased. Okay. So either it can make the image on the retina, or in some cases it make the image after retina. So what is the crux of what I am telling is that due to old age or due to some other problem, uh, the human can face that ciliary muscle is not working properly to contract the lens or either stretch the lens, due to which the image which should be formed on the retina is not forming at the retina. Okay, either it is forming before retina, or either it is forming after retina. Okay, so due to this effect we use lens. What is the working of lens? So let's say I am talking about this one. Okay, the thin one. Okay, so in this case the image is forming, let's say the image is forming after retina. So what we need to do, we need to put a one more convex lens, so that the image so that the light is concentrated towards the retina. Similarly, when there is a case when the light is concentrated before the retina, so in this case we use concave lens.
Concave lens.
Okay, these are two type of lenses. So what concave lens do, it will diverge the light. Okay, it will diverge the light. So due to this the image will be formed at retina. So this is the reason why we use lenses, or we say glasses. Okay, external glasses. So your question was the mm, that optical lens, right? What was your question?
Contact lens, sir.
Contact lens, yes. So contact lens itself is a type of lens. Okay, so you think by yourself that if we are using our normal glasses as an external medium, so that contact lens is also an external medium. So that contact lens cannot go inside the cornea.
Okay.
Cornea is our outermost protective layer, and nothing can cross through the cornea. Or and if
Sharp
it
objects cross through cornea, sharp ones. Or if we apply pressure, can we pass through the cornea?
if you apply pressure, then eye is so sensitive you won't be able to see again.
I know
Sir,
that, sir.
sir,
Okay, so eye is very sensitive. It let me explain one more thing. So after cornea, there is a this part. I have shaded it red. Can you see? Can you see this?
Yes, sir.
yes.
I'm writing it here. So this is the empty part which contain aqueous humor.
Okay, sir.
So this aqueous humor is a type of a liquid which is filled inside this part. Okay. So due to this aqueous humor, the shape of eye is maintained. Okay. If there is no aqueous humor, the shape of eye won't be able to hold the shape which is right now. Okay. So if you apply pressure, there will be pressure on the aqueous humor, and if you apply more pressure, this aqueous humor will come out, and then your eye will disfigure. And if your eye
Sir,
is
then
disfigured, then
near the retina, then is there any aqueous humor? Because it's all filled with like what do you call nerves and it's
these
filled
are
with
all
The
nerves.
light would be
cells. And
refracted. The light would be refracted if there is liquid inside. I mean, inside the retina. I
yes,
mean,
there is small refraction also, but it is not that much, but
right.
it is very minor. Okay, so this was all about the you were asking about contact lenses. So these contact lenses are put outside. Okay, so they are put above the cornea, and they are put very delicately so that it does not damage our eye. Okay, so it is said also that you should avoid contact lenses as much as you can, because a minor damage to the eye can lead to like loss of your eyesight. Fine, so
Yes, sir.
do not apply much pressure.
Okay,
Fine,
sir.
then after cornea there is aqueous humor, the which is filled in this part, and after this aqueous humor there is iris. So iris is the outer black dome shaped. Why I'm saying dome shaped? Because it is like this,
Sir, can we say it is diaphragm shape?
diaphragm shaped. Yes, diaphragm or dome shaped.
It's a muscular diaphragm that adjusts the size of the pupil, right, sir?
Yes. So this is black
No,
part
no, okay, yes.
that here you can see that this part. Okay, in this eye, this part, the outer part. Okay, this is iris, and inside iris there is a very small opening. This is known as pupil. Okay, so the all of the light which enter eye enters through pupil. Okay, so this the work of iris is to adjust the size of pupil. Let's say if you are in the bright sunlight, the what this iris will do, it will
It will
decrease
contract.
it will contract, it will decrease the size of pupil, so that less intensity of light enters into your eye. Okay, because outside there is very bright. Let's say if you enter in a room, you will observe that it takes some time for you to adjust. Okay, for your eyes to adjust so that you are able to see in the dark room. Okay, so if you directly come from sunlight and enter into a dark room, you won't be able to see anything. But after some time the eyes adjust. What adjustment does the eyes do? It will increase the size of pupil, so that more and more intensity of light enters inside the pupil, and you will be able to see inside a dark room. Okay, so this is the work of iris and the pupil. After this there comes lens, lens and ciliary muscle. So I have explained how lens work and what is the work of ciliary muscle. And then inside there is retina, and there is there are different kind of cells inside the retina. There is retina, and it has different kind of cells. Okay, these cells are of two types. One is cones and other is rods. Do you know what are rods and cones?
Yes, they
Sir,
are the
cons detect
Sir,
color, sir, and
advantages and
rods detect
disadvantages.
black and white light, sir. Rods work best in the low light, and cons work in bright light, sir. They act-
Okay,
they they detect color, sir. Cons detect color, and rods detect black and white, I think.
fine. So there are two type of cells inside the retina. Okay, there are cones, there are rods. Let me show you, like, this is the first time I have seen the image of cones and rods. Like, when I used to study in at your age, like at 8th class, teacher used to tell me that this is rods and this is cones, this is the word. But that time also I hadn't had that much curiosity. It is now that I prepared for your class that I thought of seeing the image of how these cones look like, how these rods look like. So let me show you how these two looks like. Okay, it is 1951. Okay, we will finish quickly these things so that in the next test you will be able to do it. Okay, this image is not clear. Okay, this one.
Sir, it's clear on this one.
Okay, this is how rods look like. Okay, this is how rods look like, and this is how cones look like. Okay, these are two type of cells which are there inside your retina. So, as you guys have told me that cones are responsible for bright light. So, any bright light which enters into the eye and falls in the retina, these light are detected by cones. Okay, so all bright lights are detected by cones, whereas all dark light, or we can say dim light, which is low light, is detected by rods. Okay, these two are different type of cells. The cones also detect color, different type of color. So these two have different functions, and these two extract the information. They send it through optic nerve.
Sir, normally a real image is formed, right, sir?
Mhm.
Sir, and the optic nerve sends this as a uh, sends this to the brain, and the brain converts it like upside down, right, sir? Like it,
Yes,
sir. What if the brain doesn't convert it upside down?
doesn't
What,
convert it
what,
into upside down.
yes, sir. Uh, is there any like condition where the brain can't convert the image to its proper?
I will tell
Uh,
you in the end of this class. Okay, ask me then. Okay. So fine, we have reached until this, that optic nerve sends this signal to the brain, and brain will distinguish that what kind of that image is. Okay, let me tell you right now. Like, this is like a little bit confusing, but it's okay. That if the lens forms a light, the image, this image are formed in opposite direction. That if object is like this, the image is formed like this. Okay, inverted image is formed on the retina. And what brain does do, it converts that image into like what we are seeing. Okay, it reorient it in the way it should be. Okay, so these are all functions of eye. Do you have any doubt in this topic?
No, sir.
So there is one homework you need to do. Like you need to read the care we should take of our eye plus the braille system. Okay, you only need to know that how braille system works. First, let me tell you what is braille system. So there many people are not able to see. Why? There can be many reasons. So it may be due to some genetics, or when they are born they are unable to see. Okay, there may be some accident due to which they are not able to see. There may be some disease, okay, some defect in the eye due to which there is loss in eyesight. So that's why there was Louis Braille, who himself was
Visually impaired.
visibly impaired. So
Sir,
he
he invented a system where there are dots, sir. Dot like arrangement, sir.
I will ask you this in the next class. Okay, this is your homework. You need to know what are dots and how, let's say if you need to communicate with a person who is blind. So if you get that braille system in your hand, so how you will be able to read it if you close your eyes. Okay, so do this research by yourself. I'm only telling you that this is a type of a system developed by Louis Braille, with the help of which people who have visual impairity, they are able to read. Okay, okay, so this you need to know. Research about it, like read it from the book, either chat gpt it or do some google. Next class I will ask you that if I want to read some letter in the braille book, how will be I able to read it? Okay, so I don't know this thing, so you guys are going to teach me. Fine.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir.
Sir, I have a
Let me
doubt.
say,
Can I stay back after class? Again.
yes, you can stay back. But you guys stay for 2-3 minutes so that I cover the some small details which are remaining. Okay, there are 2-3 things only. First is that there also exists a blind spot.
Sir, blind spot where no light can't
No,
no light
light
is
can
reflected
be passed.
is
Yeah.
reflected on that region, and we cannot see, sir.
Yeah.
So there is a part
And
of eye.
there are many meanings for blind spot.
Okay, very good. So this is the part where it is the intersection of optic nerves. The optic nerves coming from up, coming from down.
Down.
Okay, so this part is known as blind spot.
Okay, sir.
And any light falling on this part, we won't be able to see.
Yes, sir.
Okay, this is blind spot. And there is one more thing, that our eye retain image for 1/16 of
Of a second.
a second, until it develops a new image. Okay, so 1/16 our eye retains 1/16 of eye retains image for 1/16th of a second. Let me show you a picture.
Yes, sir. I think I also have it.
So if what this person is doing, like you must have seen this kind of thing, that if this person will rotate there is one side, there is a cage. Okay, one side there is a cage, and another side there is a pigeon.
Bird. Pigeon.
Okay, you can say bird. Okay, it is a bird. So when you flip or you rotate this cardboard, what will happen? If you rotate it
Very fast.
rotation,
Then the bird will be appeared as it's there in the
Upside
cage.
down.
It will be
okay,
appeared as it's in the cage.
Oh yeah. Yes, sir.
so if someone rotate it more than 16 times in a second, so what will happen? The eye will see it as a one, as
Image.
this both as a single image, which has
Yeah.
both as a that cage also and the bird also.
It will
Okay,
take it as a single image.
it will take it as a single image. So why it is happening? Because the image is there. Image is present in the retina for 1/16th of the second. Okay, 1/16th of the second. That means for 1/16th of the second, the image will stay there. But if someone rotate, they do 16 rotations or more than 16 rotation in a second, then we will see that both images are same.
Sir, we'll
Okay,
be seeing the first. For
Okay, sir.
example, when we're spinning it very fast, we'll see the first image, and then after some time we'll see the second image. Like that, our eye will be lagging at a point, and then it will be as if we are seeing the bird in the cage.
yes. The most comfortable distance at which we are able to see, the closest distance, the at which we are Hmm. So the closest distance so the closest distance at which we are comfortably able to see is 25 centimeter. So for a normal person, if you are reading at 25 centimeter, you are able to read it very clearly, okay, without any effort. But if you get it closer than 25 centimeter, then you have your this will put strain on your eyes, okay, and you may not be able to see it clearly. Fine. So these are the small details that I need to tell you. Further, I have given you two homework. First is what how we should take care. How?
Of our eyes
Okay,
and
fine.
the brain system. Uh, that's it.
Very good, Sriram.
Sir, can I
Brain
leave?
system. Yes, you can leave.
Okay, sir. Bye, sir. Good night,
Bye
sir.
bye. Good night. Anyone has any doubt, you can stay. You can ask. Yes, Rohit, ask me. Rohit, you can ask.
Sir, I wanted to talk to you about my IDP. I have to make a model for science.
You have to make a model for your science, okay?
Sir, I'm sending in chat. Could you check?
Okay, in this chat. 3D model on the best ways for protecting biodiversity for IDP. What is this IDP?
Integrated project development.
Okay, you can say integrated development project. Okay, fine.
Sir,
So for you,
my idea is what my class teacher told me was you make a factory or a house. She
okay,
told me that much, but my idea is that inside the factory I wanted to put two bins showing biodegradable and non-biodegradable. And beside the factory, I
your
wanted to
voice
show
is
the
like, I
yes,
cannot hear you. Can
sir.
you check your
Can I
internet?
share it on the? Can I show it to you on the
Hello,
whiteboard?
I cannot hear you.
Sir, can you hear me now?
Now I can hear you. Okay, you were
Sir,
telling me.
so in the factory, I
Mhm.
wanted to put two garbage bins showing biodegradable and non-biodegradable. And beside the factory, I wanted to show the steps of conserving biodiversity. Sir, will that be a good model?
Yes, it will be a good model. So, what are the problems we face in biodiversity? Okay, what are the problems there arise? Okay, you are establishing a factory, right?
Yes, sir. I'm making a big house on the
Yes.
cardboard.
Let's say you are making a factory, okay, house, and you are using machines. With the help of machines only, you are able to recycle that, right?
Yes, sir.
You are you are recycling biodegradable and non-biodegradable waste, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so what are the harms done by a industry? Like if you established a industry or a factory, so what are the harms that these factories do to our environment? Tell me.
Sir, too much pollution.
Okay, it emit too much pollution. So you should like write this down. So you should first consider this, that if any fumes or smoke or any carbon dioxide or any harmful gases are coming out of your factory, okay, so it is a kind of factory where you are using machines to recycle this waste. So you should consider this, that any harmful gases coming out of this should not reach to the environment.
Sir,
Okay,
so basically the pros and cons of biodiversity, right?
yes, pros and cons of biodiversity. Like you are making a model that should be that is recycling the biodegradable, non-biodegradable waste, and also it is saving the biodiversity. So for to save biodiversity, then it should decrease the waste. Okay, first thing, factories are emitting harmful gases, so you need to remove it. Second thing, the factory is producing chemicals which are uh,
Yes, sir.
okay, which are what word I use, mm, which are disposed in the water. Okay, so due to
Sir,
these
could
chemicals,
I once share my screen if you can make me co-host?
okay, wait, now you can share.
Yes, sir. Sir, I was talking about this one, like something like this inside the factory.
Good.
Sir, but then
Okay.
how do I show that segregating the waste?
You will show segregating the waste. What does the segregate mean?
So, like putting the correct kind of waste in the correct bin. Like, for example, this is wet waste, right? So we put the waste which are uh, wet in one,
Okay,
and
fine.
we put dry waste in another.
Okay, there is one more type of waste. Okay, you can mention it. It is a black kind of. Okay, this the third image.
So this
Uh,
one.
no, last one. The rightmost image.
So this one.
Yeah, this one. Okay, open it. Spoiled paper garbage. Okay, no problem. You search like there is electronic waste also. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So there is biodegradable waste, non-biodegradable waste, and you search for electronic waste. Like, is it biodegradable or non-biodegradable? So right now, the biggest problem we are facing is that we are advancing towards future. Okay. So we are technology, we are introducing more and more technology so that we can advance. So the most main problem we are facing that we are the all type of chips or electronic item or all of these, when people use an let's say an instrument, they throw it away. So these are called as e-waste.
So
Okay,
something like this.
something like this. Yes, it is a electronic waste. So this electronic waste has very high very much harmful effects in our environment. Okay,
Yes, sir.
so
Sir, so can I put a claw on the top in the factory which picks up these electronics and places them in a bin to show by
very good,
yes,
very
sir.
good. It is a good idea. Okay,
Okay,
so
sir.
if you are working to recycle and waste, so electronic waste is the biggest problem presently right now.
Okay, sir. So
Okay,
so
tell me.
basically in the factory, like can I show the electronics which are dumped in normal bins and put my idea in it?
Yes, you can put your idea in it. You can show that the correct way to uh, uh, correct way to put this e-waste is to use a different, like you will get it in Google, that what I don't know, yeah, I should be knowing this thing, that which bin should be.
Okay, sir.
Wait a second. Okay, there are black dustbins for e-waste. So we should use black dustbins. That black dustbins are only dedicated to the electronic waste.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so you can put this idea in your factory. Very good.
Okay, sir.
Okay, do you want to talk about anything else?
Sir, I wanted to talk about the steps for conservation, like this. One second. So these steps which are given, I'll explain a little on each.
Okay, tell me.
Sir, but do I put the explanation also in the model, like on the page where I'm writing?
If you are writing these, like, are you putting some banners or any signs in your model, or are you writing these in your notebook only?
Sir, I have the required things for the model. I'm using the cardboard for factory and a small foam base.
Small, okay, form based. So these thing, I think when you need to explain that model also, right?
Yes, sir. Sir,
Okay,
there's a PPT, so should I put it on a slide?
yes. If you need to explain it, like you cannot put this in your model. So either put it in your notebook. If someone asks you that how this model is working, then you can read it out or you remember this thing, and you can tell them that the strategy for the biodiversity conservation is like this. The first step is biodiversity use and conservation education. The second step is integrated healthcare. Okay, like this.
Okay,
So
sir.
if you need to explain with the help of PPT, then very good. Put this in your PPT and explain it. Okay.
Sir, so can I put the pros and cons of biodiversity in the model only?
Mm,
Sir, because I will be placed beside the factory, so the board will be wasted.
Okay, you can place it. Like you cannot place pros and cons, but pros and cons of waste in biodiversity, right?
Sir, so should I also put the pros and cons in the PPT as well?
Okay, you can.
Okay, sir.
That would be a good idea.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
So in the beginning, I was telling that you should take care of the gas coming or the fumes coming out of the factory and the
Yes, sir.
water it is discharging. So you can think of some idea and use
Sir,
it on your
something like
factory.
this.
Healthy diets. No. I'm talking about factory. Okay,
Okay,
so
sir.
you are basically establishing a factory. So if a teacher comes to you and like let me say if I come to your model and I see that there is a factory, so I will ask you that if there is a factory, then this factory must be emitting some kind of gases, right? Okay, this factory must be emitting some kind of carbon dioxide or any other gases, like usually all of the factories do, isn't it? So what steps do you take to reduce this emission?
Okay, sir. So basically the steps to reduce the pollution from the factories.
Yes, air pollution from a factory.
Okay. So that's
Fine.
all for my PPT. Yeah, yes, sir. That's all for me.
Okay,
Sir,
and the
because
second,
so the whole IDP is for 45 minutes because and I'll only have 2-3 minutes to talk about everything.
okay, fine. So that you will like prepare everything, and if anyone asks you these kind of these kind of questions, then you should be prepared.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you should be prepared about these questions. Fine.
Okay, sir.
That is very good
Sir,
idea,
but is
Rohit.
the model fine?
Your model is very good.
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. So instead of making whole you are showing that you are recycling this waste. So you can instead of making whole factory, you can make it half. Okay,
Yes, sir.
how you will make that factory? Tell me.
Sir, so basically I'll use a small I'll make a small factory.
And you will cover that whole factory.
Sir, but if I cover it, they can't see the model, right?
Yes, exactly. That's what I'm asking. So you will make it half, right?
Yes, sir, I won't cover the front part of the factory. I'll just cover the sides and top.
Okay, instead of sides and top, you can leave two sides open, the front one and a one side.
Okay, sir.
Okay,
So
so
the
if
front and back, the front and back of the factory.
that is also good.
Okay, sir.
Okay, very good. Anything else?
No, sir, nothing else. That's all for the moment.
Okay, if you need to consult anything, you can ask me in next class also. Fine. When
Yes,
it is
sir, my IDP is taking place on 3rd.
3rd of November, right?
Sir, can I speak to you through WhatsApp if I have any doubts?
Sure, you can contact me anytime.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, then good work. All the best
Thank
for
you.
your IDP
Thank you, sir.
presentation.
Bye,
Okay,
sir.
bye bye.